All right. Hey, what's going on, my friends? This is Turgon the Wise bringing a new video to you today. Today is my 3-week update playing my 18th season of Lord of the Rings Rise to War. I play with the team known as Yudz, lovingly referred to by some as Yudz. Uh, and we are playing on a wild server. As you can see, here is the map. We are playing against some incredibly powerful, strong, and intelligent teams, and it has been pretty nuts to this point. And we've also been fighting the developers too, quite honestly, because there's a lot of ways in which the flow of the season is. Um, Interfered with by the rules of the game today. And I'll talk about that a little more in a little bit. Also, on today's video, I'm going to do a bunch of Mathom openings, so stay tuned for that. But first and foremost, I just want to give a shout out to all of the folks on this server, all of the people from Aces and Order, Lame, my Yudz friends, Stud, Russ, Safe, and what's the other team in this Green Kingdom over here? Nats. I'm so sorry. No offense intended. It's just past 9 o'clock on a Sunday night, and I'm a little tired. So yeah. So all of the folks on the server, it's been pretty great so far, and that's just my perspective. There's a lot going on around the map. There's been a lot that's happened in the last few days. That's why I didn't bring you this video on Friday. Friday was quite honestly a mess for me. We had an enormous attack planned, and you can check out that video. I put that out a little bit more than a day ago. It's my first go at video editing of any kind, so I'm like completely self-taught and just like winging it, and definitely a lot of room for improvement there. And I'm hoping that I can bring you some higher quality stuff at some point in the soon future. So let's check out some of these pins. Here's an interesting pin with Aces and Lame all the way in Lorien. Let's go there real quick to see if we can see anything. I don't see anything particularly going on here at the current present time, but that's where the pin is. So um, let's look at a different one. Well, let's start out here in the west. Layman Order over at this pass. It's looking pretty quiet right now at the current moment. Let's go to another one. Over here, we got a little orange pin. Order Lame. 1.6 million participants. More than 500,000 deaths. This is a little teeny baby pin. This is also a baby pin too. This one's kind of mid-sized. And then we have some baby pins over here. IMAP and unaffiliated. That's interesting. And then Wing Stud Null over here. 1.2 million participants here. 464,000 deaths. Some stuff going on there. And we got some little baby pins over here. Tree, Fire, Noid, Null, Tree. There's so many little teams out here. And then I want to go to this guy down here, Stud Nats Safe Null. That's a big pin all the way down there at 12.2 million participants, 4.2 million deaths, and it's over a day of fighting down there in Belfalas. And they have got fog of war, so I can't see what's going on, but I see camps going up. So that's fun. Prince Imrahil. Shout out to Prince Imrahil. Is he the leader of Nats? He may be. I can't. Nats. No, it's Anatar. My B. Shout out to Prince Imrahil and Anatar. Good times. So there is a lot of action down here, and that's great to see. And then we've got the three big boys in the center here. These two pins used to be one pin over in SAV. Now we're in Central Mirkwood, and they've broken into two pins. We'll start with the pin over on the west, Southern Annuan Vale into Gladden Fields. I believe this is right by the pass there, and there is a little bit of activity at the moment going on. And we did actually attack this pass um, Wednesday. So I don't know if my 2.5 week video was, I think, after that, and I might have talked about that in that video. I should probably know what I talk about in my videos, but it's past 9 o'clock on a Sunday, so my brain ain't quite kicking on all cylinders. Um, but there was a big battle here for this pass. Um, we took it down about 200,000 to 700,000, and they were really quite adept at being able to defend this, and we lost some siege and learned some good lessons. Very similar to the attack that we had earlier in the season over here at Ashen Plains versus Aces when we attacked that pass a few days after the pass was open. We tried to snipe it, and they were able to get it, and we attacked it just to see what would happen, and about what we expected to happen did. So sometimes you do things because it's better to do something than nothing, and you don't learn anything if you don't do anything. So we learned some things, we made some adjustments, and we launched a massive attack on Friday on the pass between SAV and Central Mirkwood, and we took it. You can check out that video in my channel. um, it was pretty nuts. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people um, have hailed it as one of the most epic moments of 2.0, really. So that is what's happening. And today we did take Dal Guldur, so the ring has been captured. You can see here in the season tab, we have completed all of the things, and we are 23 days into the season. So we still have a long way to go. Anything can happen. There have been a number of seasons where I have watched someone take the ring and lose it. So nothing gets taken for granted against teams of this caliber, because Aces and Order are both two absolutely incredible teams, no doubt about it. So nothing but respect for them. Um, let's check out the leaderboard here. In terms of personal affluence, at this point of the season, it really don't matter because everyone's farmed now. We're 3 weeks into the season, so I'm not just gonna gloss over this. Just do the top 30. That's enough. In terms of merit, we've got folks now in the 2 millions, sitting at 14th place at 1.6 million. So I'm happy with that. It's good to have fighting. And here is your top 10. Aces, Order, Aces, Aces, Yudz, Noid. That's interesting. Myth Love, The Wraith, Melky, and Rocky. Rocky's number one. Yudz, Aces, Order, Yudz, Noid. Yudz, Aces. So let's see. Aces got one, two, three, four guys in the top 10. Utes have one, two, three, three. And Order has one, two, and Noid has one. Very interesting. Crazy season. A lot of fighting. It's been good. We like fighting when the fighting has been allowed by the developers, of course. So I've gone over this in other videos, but real quick, I'm just going to walk through it one more time because it drives me crazy that, like, you start the season off in a spawn region such as White Mountains, Enidwaith, Blue Mountains, Fordwaith, Arid Mithrin, Iron Hills, the East, Darklands, or Land of the Five Streams. Those are your opening, and you can't leave that area until 5 days into the season when the Chapter 4 timer expires, and these passes open up. If you're here, this pass opens up from Enidwaith. These two passes open up from Foredwaith. From Erebor, you have these two, and from Rune, you have these two. From Mordor, you have these two. Sorry, this is the second one because this is not Mordor. This is Gondor, Land of the Five Streams. Get this one, you get this one. So basically, like everyone starts. Think of it like quadrants, okay? So you've got the west out here. Everything like from Enidwaith, basically Enidwaith, Blue Mountains, and Foredwaith are your west. White Mountains is south. You can't go from White Mountains into Enidwaith unless you use flyers or you wait until the chapter 6 passes open, and that ain't until day 10. And those passes are a little tougher, 700,000, 500,000. So drastically different, dealing with 5-day versus 10-day passes, where you can go, all that stuff. So if you start out here in the West, you're stuck in the West for at least 10 days of the season. You cannot get East at all, other than with some Eagles, and it ain't exactly fun. I don't know. So, Arid Mithrin has these two guys. I think I covered all of them. Yeah. And that when the 5-day pass is open, then you can start going kind of to the next layer towards the center. They open up a second donut here for everyone to go into, but you can't fight each other than within your quadrant. So that's why I call them three quadrants. And the three quadrants are Ariador, Northern Rovanian, and Southern Rovanian. So in the Ariador quadrant, you've got the three teams in the west. In the Southern Rovanian quadrant, you've got the three spawn regions in the south. And in the northern Rovanian quadrant, you've got these three regions: Rune, Erebor, and Gundabad. So those are your three quadrants that they've created in the game. And you can't have after the 4-day pass is open, you can sorry, the 5-day pass is open at chapter 4. You can fight in here, you can fight in here, but now here, and then you can't fight anyone else until really the chapter uh, 6 passes open on day 10. These ones over here, they're all around. That's when everything opens up except for the core. This opens up on day 16, 0800 UTC on a Sunday morning. It's fantastic for Americans. We love it so much. Thank you. That's when all of this opens, and then you can't get in to well, you can get into DG, but you can't take it until it opens up, and that is a week after that. Um, I think, is it a week or is it 5 days? I'm trying to remember, but it's DG has not been open for very long. Let's put it that way. Um, So it's been crazy. It's crazy that we have the ring and that we had this huge battle, and we'll see what's going to happen next. Um, but it's been a crazy season, and it's been a lot of fun. All right, let's do some Mathom pulls. I got 56,000 gems. I got some tokens. Let's see what Papa Turgon can get here from the old sack. Junk. We got a swan helm. It's more junk, basically. It's nice. Got a nice trait, though. The reason why it's junk is because of this commander HP, which really doesn't help me very much. I'm wanting commander command. But it could be a nice piece for a focus commander. It gives some unit defense. I mean, once maxed out, it's going to do 12, 27, and 15. So, um, it's a burn piece. Ooh, we got a gold mithril. Well, just mithril now. We used to have different color ones. Oh, a blazing tongue. Isn't that lovely? Kind of another burn piece. Nothing great. Ooh, endurance plate with perseverance. Interesting. Not bad. All right. All right. Here's our free gold. Another swan helm. Gee, thanks. Thick armor this time. All right, let's see what we get. We got what, three golds? After I don't even know how many pulls I've done. I'll go back and count them later. Spear of Udon. Could go for a bowl of Udon right now. Two. Oh, we got a box with thick armor. Well, that's an interesting one that you don't see every day. That is not something you see every day. Excuse me. Um, Very interesting. It's going to end up giving 12 commander attack, unit defense, and 18 commander defense. It gives command, so it's not terrible at all. I don't know if I'll be able to use it or not, but it's definitely one of the more interesting pulls I've had. So that is going to do it for my pulls. I'm going to stop and leave myself an 11,000 cushion here for now. A lot of interesting chests right now, um, with this treasure of Arda, the sack that comes, the Doom of Evil, and the Lord of Evil, and then heartfelt gift here. A lot of chests once you open up these chapters. Kind of tempting, but my Sauron's already good, so I don't need him. I don't really need any of these guys or these guys, so no reason to do anything there. Just hit the sack. Let's take a look at all of the items, the new items we got here. Forgetting I have a scroll bar. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new gold items. And I went from about 55,000 gems to 11,000 gems. So if I spent 44,000 gems, that means that I did what, 22 pulls of 5. So that's like roughly 110 pulls. 11 gold pieces and 110 pulls. That's about, you know, a gold every 10 pulls. So it's not bad at all. And we got some interesting stuff. Nothing that's particularly like meta, but this is an interesting item here. This Estacara. I can't even pronounce it. Ugh, I'm so tired. Durin's plate. uh, That's all right. I don't know if I'll use it or not. And then these have some good defensive traits, but they're really not something I'm thinking of using at any point soon. And then box knowledge really doesn't. I'm not really in love with that either. So another tongue gives me some options because I think I use a tongue on one of my commanders. So just grabbing some stuff. Might as well, right? Crazy season. It's been good stuff. Go back to the merit leaderboard here and just scroll down a little bit more so you can see some more folks. Pricey, Uber, tasks. Some great players. This guy's super strong. Rob's strong. Mock's strong. All these players are super strong players. It's really cool. Cool hanging with you guys, with you cats. So that's your top 50. Let's run it to 100, eh? At least until we're below a million, right? Surely 82, 81 people with at least a million prestige. I'm impressed. For 3 weeks into the season, it's a solid amount of merit. That's your top 100. The number 100 is coming in at almost a million. 3 weeks, 3.5-ish weeks into the season. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go back over to Fellowship here. Fellowship Affluence Board. Yudz at 4.6, Lame 4.1, Aces at 4, Stud at 3.5, Order at 3.1. So we got 5 teams of 3 million or more affluence, 2 with over 4 million. Nature and Safe. Null. I guess, has Null become Russ? Did Rust change their name to Null? I think that's probably what they did because I don't see them anywhere on here. So that's fun. There's a lot of fun to be had on this server. All right, my friends, I think that is just about all I have for you today. I hope that you found some of this to be interesting or insightful in some way, or at least entertaining. And I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me here. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below or hit me up on Discord, and we'll do this again soon and give you another update. I hope everyone has a good week and the week treats everyone well. So stay well, my friends. This is Turgon the Wise signing off. Cheers.